this is Randy Santel, Atlas, and I am very, very excited tonight. I'm going for overall win number 933. I am for the first time down in Marathon, Florida, which is known as the heart of the Keys. We're right pretty much at the midpoint of the Florida Keys. Amazing weather. We were exploring the Keys earlier today, but I am here at Porky's Bayside Restaurant Marina. I'm gonna be the second person, hopefully, to dominate their Hog Wild Challenge. Now, I am very, very excited for all this. I love barbecue ribs, and I've got a lot to eat right now. I've got 1 hour to finish everything here. There is a full rack of their barbecue baby back ribs, and then there is a bigger full rack of their spare ribs. Along with all these ribs, I've got some of their Tostones, which are plantain chips, and then we've got a portion of their Cuban style rice. This is not part of the challenge, but they are famous for their mojitos here, so I'm gonna have one of those. This is part of the challenge, and I cannot wait for this as part of dessert. This is their famous deep fried key lime pie. So that is gonna be yummy. I've got 1 hour to finish. If I fail, it's gonna be $75. But if I win, I'll get my entire meal for free. I'll get a sweet t-shirt added to my collection, and I'll be the second person with my name and photo up on the Wall of Fame. Let's get this challenge started. All right, the beautiful Katina Eats Kilos just dominated this Hog Wild Challenge in 53 minutes and 45 seconds, so I am gonna try to beat that, but we've got an hour. Valentine's Day was yesterday, so we have this cute heart on the deep fried key lime pie. Porky's has been here in Marathon, Florida for over 70 years now, so let's enjoy some food. And if I do dominate, we're gonna have a shot of Naranja tequila to celebrate, but let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Boom! All right, Katina recommended to eat the baby back ribs first, so we're gonna do that. Oh, wow. We'll put the bones in the bowl. Oh, yeah. Fall right off. 2 minutes, 7 seconds in. I knew this was gonna be delicious because I watched Katina, but just watch these ribs just basically fall right off. That is crazy. These are so juicy and tender. Compliments to Raymond, the chef here. How long you been here? 24 years. Great job. All right, we're right at 5 minutes in. This is the real test. I'm not actually a big fan of mojitos, but I had to try it because this is what they're famous for here at Porky's. Let's see how it is. I'm not even lying, that's very good. It's like, I don't know, islandy. It's not so minty, I guess. I don't know. That is good. I can have that while I'm doing the challenge. There are a couple of barbecue sauces you can go with. I've got their original made by Raymond here on all these ribs, and it is delicious. Before I finish this, I'm gonna have one of these Tostones. They're plantain chips, fried. All right, 9:15 in, let's take down their Cuban style rice. What's the actual name? Arroz con Grease. Pommes frites. Grease. Say it again. Arroz con Grease. Okay. Cuban style rice. Rice and beans. Have some more mojito. That is so good. With healthy lime. Another plantain chip, and then we're on to the spare ribs. 12 minutes and 18 seconds in. Great job to Raymond and everybody here at Porky's on that baby back slab of ribs. Now we're gonna test out the spare ribs. Ooh, this is a freaking massive thing of ribs. If you're like me and before this you didn't really know what spare ribs were compared to baby back ribs, these would be the spare ribs and then back here would be the baby back ribs, right? Yes, all right, so that's your lesson for the day. I gotta dominate this challenge so I can win a few shots of this haranja. I think Katina might have been trying to sabotage me. I think I maybe should have started with these first.
Those are the ones I told you to start with.
No, these are the spare ribs.
Oh, well, whatever one had skinny bones.
Huh.
Those are
Why didn't you tell me? She said start with the baby back ribs.
I named them wrong the entire time.
She'll regret that, don't you worry.
It'll be in the voiceover.
I specialize in listening to her, so I did what she said, not as she did. All right, let's finish these. These are gonna be easy and then we'll get all that down. That is so tender. Let's finish this plantain chip. There's one left. I think I'm more worried about the shot of tequila than I am finishing the rib. And I gotta drive back to Homestead. Just hit 24 minutes. We got plenty of time. Just gonna keep on going. All done with the mojito. It's a lot of food. I don't know if you know that already. Katina made it look easy. I don't know why people think this is fun. There was some betting behind the scenes and the over-under was 29 minutes and I was trying for the under, but I'm gonna disappoint. 28 and a half minutes in, let's keep going.
Randy, 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 Randy.
All right, we've got a Key West ale to enjoy now that we're done with the mojito. These ribs are still so tender and they're even warm still. These, I was with her when they got them. They grabbed them right out of the smoker. The spare ribs are definitely a little bit messier than the baby back, but they're just as good, really enjoyable. I'm out of water, so just using the Key West beer. No, I'm good. 33 minutes, 25 seconds in. Just about finished with all of this pork. We are here at Porky's Bayside restaurant and Marina. They're well known for a lot of different delicious pork dishes. Even if you don't want to try the challenge or ribs, there's still so many other options to get. All right, now it's time for the main event. Katina, what'd you think of the fried key lime pie?
It was one of the tastiest
It is even with heart-shaped raspberry topping on it in honor of Valentine's Day yesterday. It's got lime in it, so I think it's healthy. They've had this key lime pie for how long? Years, right? Years and years, and this is perfected too. Does the frying make it easier to eat, I guess? It's breaded and frozen and then fried. I don't know how long, but this is amazing. All right, last bite. Not done yet. Oh, I don't want this to be part of the challenge, but it's not part of the challenge, but I'm gonna stop the timer after I finish this winning thing of Naranja tequila. So, ooh, cheers to everybody here at Porky's Bayside Restaurant and Marina for the delicious challenge, and cheers to you guys too. Nastravi. Ah. That was a terrible idea. I should not have done that. But the baby back ribs were just as delicious as the spare ribs. Great job to Raymond and his whole kitchen staff for that awesome, very well prepared meal. It was overall win number 933. Thank you guys for watching too.